Hello, this is your captain speaking, and I am trying yet another new position for my microphone because I still wasn't pleased with the sound quality. I recorded something else before this, but there was a lot of crackling in the sound as if it was, you know, grinding against something hard, maybe the shell of my helmet. So I wasn't too pleased about that. I'm trying this now instead. As you can see, it's a bit late, and that's because the weather in the Netherlands has been quite hot lately. And quite frankly, I don't really care about sweating that much in my motorcycle suit. Which brings me to the subject of this vlog. Now that the weather has gotten nicer, a lot of people are opting not to wear protective gear. I've even seen someone drive in the stereotypical swimsuit and flip-flops, and in all honesty, I just think it's slightly irresponsible. I mean, it's legal, but you know, it's kind of I think it's your responsibility to look after yourself. It's just people say it's uncomfortable to wear protective clothing when it's so warm, and you know that you should probably just not fall and thus limit damage to yourself rather than depend on protective gear. But I think that's rather silly, saying that you should not fall. It's not always your own fault. You cannot always avoid, you know, having a crash, or I mean, even if someone else hits you, you'll still be knackered. You'll still be hurt. But my point is that these people feel that it's their own responsibility to, you know, it's their own right to do with their body what they want. And people shouldn't be able to tell them what to do with their own body. While I think in essence that is correct, I think there's a certain responsibility to those that provide care to you to limit your own damage as much as you can. There's a lot of people walking outside now. It's a bit, you know, cooler even, super cool. But it's a bit of your own responsibility to look after yourself. I mean, it's not nice for paramedics to, you know, have to bandage you because you weren't wearing protective gear and they had to reattach all this, you know, skin back to your body, or if there's any left at all. And it's also going to scar you for life. I mean, what the fuck would you do that? I also got my bike, this one, the Diversion, back from the shop today. Most of the maintenance I usually do myself, but I had some big things that needed to be done, and I simply didn't have the time to do them, so I decided to have them done for me instead. So it's running absolutely smoothly. I've decided to take a different gearing, so that it makes a little less RPM at certain speeds, so that it's a bit more comfortable, toury to ride. And so far, I must say, it is quite pleasant. I mean, I've obviously got the Kawasaki if I really want to have a go, but when I'm riding the Diversion, it's basically just to get me from one place to another. If I can save a bit of fuel and comfort by making less RPM, that's something I'll try. And so far, no regrets. That is, by the way, 2 teeth less on the rear sprocket, in case you're wondering. I used to do 4,000 RPM at 80 kilometers an hour, and now it's around 3,600, more or less. So I've had that done. I'm still working on the sound quality, as I said. It's very difficult to get right, I've come to realise. Mostly because this helmet is very quiet. Not quiet at all. I mean, it's an Evo Line 3, and It's very nice in warm weather because it opens up, but as a result it's not very quiet. There isn't like the chin guard that usually avoids air streaming up your face, and that's very noticeable. Fortunately, however, that also makes it quite comfortable. Things getting rather dark more quickly, or it might be this forest, I don't know. But yeah, I've done a few tours on the Kawasaki. I've recorded a few of them. I don't know when they'll be online. I'm also planning a day trip to Germany with a friend. This is going to be one of my first multiple episode thingies. Going to document a bit of the trip there, and then a bit of the twisties and turnies in Germany, and then my trip back, probably, hopefully. Anything else? I'm not very good at this. Oh yeah, it's been Bad Ride's holiday, so unfortunately I haven't been able to ride with him. But then again, he went to Norway, which is quite nice, so in a way I'm a bit envious. Screw that guy. But yeah, I think I've covered it all. So yeah, good night.